let's kick it off here, folks. So, welcome to the Defiance Daily Show. We are joined in studio, Craig Campobella, local artist, legend in his own right, real good friend and artist to my pops. Did a lot of family projects with us. The Hero of Colton House being one of them. So we'll get into that, but really appreciate Craig coming in studio with us today. Craig, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
I'm a sculptor. And I get up and sculpt, and I go to sleep, and then I get up and sculpt. And I've been doing it for 30 plus years. And I'm on my 17th monument right now. I do maquettes and tabletop pieces. I believe your family has a couple of those.
Oh yeah.
And really, that's it. It's not the most exciting lifestyle. It's like watching paint dry, but that's what I do.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I'm just gonna flash some piece. Talk to me about this piece that you're working on here. What's this you got?
Well, that is the father of country music, the one and only Jimmy Rogers from Meridian, Mississippi. He is the progenitor of the whole country western.
Guys, I'm gonna zoom in on some of this detail because
Kinda blurry,
you're not giving yourself justice on that. Ain't watching paint dry, buddy. I think it's a little more complicated than that. Now, of course, I'm gonna have some feedback here as far as I think it's important to have Craig in studio for a number of different reasons. Part of what we cover on this show is kind of the degradation of culture and really the nosedive of art in general. I don't think it's by accident. I think that's part and parcel.
I think it helps my business.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, because especially when you see something as vibrant as this and the details and everything you put into this art, it's you just don't see this kind of thing anymore. So we'll get some of your reactions too. I do want to see some of your reactions to modern art.
Okay.
And some of these things that are going for millions of dollars. We covered a real funny one. Well, I don't know if it's funny. The minstrel art. I think we might go there today.
Oh my God.
But it's important for local artists and artists in general that still hold on to the old school traditions to be out there and for people to know about them. Because if you look around our school buildings and, all the different public buildings that are funded, there's not, it's not a coincidence that they look like prisons in dead cafeterias, I call them. And I think a lot of this is, it's part and parcel of what's going on here. But, back to this picture here, tell us more about your process here without giving away too much of the goods. But I've been to your studio, well, your older studio in the past, and the amount of effort and material that goes into this, it can't be understated. So I'll let you take it away there, Craig.
Well, what you're looking at there is an oil-based clay. It's a special clay that never dries. Oh, we could leave and go to Brazil and come back in 10 years, and I could start back to work on it.
Yeah,
it'd be just like I left it, unless there was a heat storm or something like that melted it.
Interesting.
But it stays pliable and workable literally forever. I had a piece on my fridge for 10 years, and then I finally got a revelation of how to finish it. I brought it down, and it was just like I had done it. Worked on it the day before. 10 years on my fridge. So
how do you protect it? I guess you just have to put it in glass. Some people can't touch it.
They usually don't do that.
Okay.
I worked in Old Town Spring.
Yeah.
And I put a sign on that said, "Please don't touch." And not one child touched.
Really?
But every adult did.
Every adult did?
Funny how that works, right?
Did you smack them? Did you smack them one?
No. It's kind of easy to fix, but they can move an
Yeah.
arm, or they can do something. Listen, I'm lucky. I'm not complaining. If they want to, I let my daughter destroy stuff all the time because she wants to get in there and get involved.
Interesting.
Right? Yeah.
That's got to be fascinating for a young one to be around. This process. They want to get their hands on everything, man.
Oh, she tells me if the eyelid's too long. Now,
Yeah.
she's 8 years old.
No.
I said, "What do you think?" She goes, "That eye, something's wrong with that eye." I said, "You're exactly right."
The good thing about children is they are brutally honest.
Oh, yeah.
They don't even mean to be. They're just naturally savage like that. I always appreciate that because it's like as you get older,
It's
you
like
get
you do
more
a play and
inclined-
somebody,
Yeah.
and your friend comes up and says, "So what'd you think?" And your friend goes, "Love the way it
awesome."
ended."
Yeah.
No kidding.
That's fantastic, man.
Or I love the ending. That's
Yeah.
it, that's it.
Well, and looking at a piece like this, let me see if I can zoom out and get some kind of so how big is this?
Life
Oh,
size.
that's a life size.
size.
And at what phase would you say this project?
I say I'm 7/8 done. I got to do detail work on the sleeves. I've got to do the back where the coat goes down to the bench, and there's some like the right shoulder. See those tools sticking up?
Oh yeah, back
yeah,
here.
yeah. I'm working on the shoulder to make it look like cloth when it's cast, and then I got the other shoulder to do, and a few things here and there.
He's
But
got a better bow tie than I know how to tie.
That was not easy.
That doesn't look easy at all.
It wasn't easy.
So how long does a project like this take? would you
Well,
say?
if you're not interrupted, it can last from 4 to 6 months. Just sculpting it. That's like going to a job every day and working on it. And then it takes about 3 to 4 months in the foundry. So you're talking about real close to a year of my life dedicated to each one of those. It's better for me if I do the smaller ones.
Right.
Because I can sell those in additions, but nobody's going to want 12 Jimmy Rogers life size. So
I'm real curious now. You said uninterrupted.
yeah,
What is that? Does that in? Do you okay?
hurricanes, tornadoes.
Besides the obvious stuff, because I asked this with my dad, I was always curious if, because I know he would like to put a lot of input in there. Do you get a lot of people that they'll engage you for a piece like this, and then they come in and they start adding to the project? I guess you could say something like that.
Not really.
Yeah.
There's a saying that God so loved the world that he did not send a committee. Have you heard that?
I have not heard that. I like that though.
Okay, that's a good T-shirt. So bring that into what you just asked me. If there's 12 people, and I'm trying to sculpt this subject, right? And they have been allowed by somebody to have opinions, it can take a lot longer,
Yeah.
right? And you really can't raise your price. You just got to get them
Got to
finished.
keep going with it.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about when I say interruptions. My little girl, my wife, anybody coming out like that, I have buddies that come out and drink coffee while I'm working.
Yeah.
All that's fine. But I'm talking about, well, I think the finger should be, back over here. and,
Yeah. So
So-
that's interesting because when I think about this stuff, I'd record music and I would just get anytime I get interrupted, it would just completely ruin the flow of everything.
Well, it does.
And it's really important to keep it's not really, yes, focus is involved, but it's almost a meditative thing. I don't know if you would agree with something like that when you're
It's
when
all
you're getting
it's all
into
about focus.
that.
You know.
Yeah, definitely. Folks, I do want to turn your attention to the website here. So let me get this pulled up here. So this is Campobellabronze.com. Again, that's Campobella Bronze.
Sculpture. Oh, yeah. The website address.
The website address. Yeah, yep.
Campobella Sculpture.
And the organization itself, Campobella Bronze Sculpture. So give it a look here, and I want to go through some of this because this is in the spirit of Texas Bank. I believe this is the unveiling we did. Oh man, when was this?
I don't know. Spirit of Texas had one, and y'all had one.
Yeah,
This is
I
the one that's
remember
in the
my
lobby,
dad
yeah.
being involved in the unveiling of this one
Yeah.
in the lower part of the bank. Really big deal, but Texas
but-
history is obviously a big part of your forte.
Yeah, it sure became that. I was working on a Mayan series, and I was introduced into the basement of Texas history by a songwriter named Alex Harvey. He's since gone to be with the Lord, but he's on a trip from Los Angeles back to Texas. He told me the stories, and I learned at that point that history was just as colorful as our revolutionary history in the Northeast.
Wow.
And the people were very colorful, and the way that they dressed was crazy and very cool.
Yeah.
And they were all under 40, the majority of them, and they were hot-headed, and the Santa Ana and cringed on their happiness too many times.
Oh yeah.
And then at San Jacinto, we all know what happened.
Yeah.
Which is my next big piece, because we've got the Alamo there, wherever you had it, and then we've got Come and Take It,
Right.
and the next one I want to do is bigger piece is San Jacinto.
What would you say the bigger piece you've done? I mean, it seems like you've got a lot of projects going on simultaneously and
Yeah.
and back and forth through the past. Do you have one on your website? Because some of these
Go on down.
okay, some of these look
There you go.
gigantic.
Yeah, that's the maquette study of Marty Stewart.
Let me get that zoomed out. Apologize, folks. Get that in there.
So that's the study. That's the Texian. That was the first big one, 2010. That is Samuel McCulloch, first man wounded in the Texas Revolution. You can see in his shoulder there the bullet shot.
Yep.
Right up
Oh,
there.
nice.
It's got some blood coming down on it. There's a Come and Take It that was in your dad's foyer.
Yep.
That's
I know that guy
that's
right there.
Gonzalez now.
That's me saying, "Are you sure that's the way to the restroom?" That's at a McDonald's. They decided to use it
Really?
for decorations. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
And that's Captain Jack and Travis down at Anahuac. First rumblings. That's my stolen logo. You see that shield and star? That's from an 1836 advertisement.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, the shield and star there. That's from the 1836 advertisement. That's awesome.
That's a prototype of Jimmy Rogers for Bristol, Tennessee.
Sorry, guys. I know it's scrolling here. I'm trying to keep it still. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, and then it scrolls through here. I think we had some other.
But there's more. There's a lot more. Travis. That's golly, I forget his name. Austin and I forget the other guy's name. But they were like this. He was Tejano, and he was Anglo impresario, and they became best buddies. And he was looking at the map, and that's God, I can't remember his name now. Pointing in the right direction. That's another McDonald's.
So these are obviously all over Texas too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Let me get to because these are scrolling through. I don't want to go too fast on these. Oh, we got a video down here.
Yeah.
Let's we don't have audio for that one, but talk about, let's see here. I'm going to go up through your page. Let's check out your portfolio here. So how big is this one?
That's 7.5 feet to the top of his hat, and I think it comes out to close to 14,
That's awesome, man.
13 or 14.
Okay, this one, yeah, folks, I used to work in this building with my pops, and I remember the big ceremony unveiling this. So this is absolutely incredible. I had no idea, Craig, that you were behind this one. Talk about this one.
Where did you think it came from?
Man, I thought they bought
Some
it from
professional
somewhere.
somewhere?
No, I thought it was.
Bought it from.
Yeah, they bought it from,
Well,
a
the
place
real
like
story-
France or something, you know?
The real story is he thought gold aliens had invaded.
That's,
And,
yes,
uh,
Mark.
Well, let me tell you about this piece. I was in New York with my wife, and Dean called me, and he said, I want to do something special for 105, for the 105 location. And I came up with some stuff, and he didn't like any of them. And we went back and forth, and then I said, what do we do? What if we do the lady off the San Jacinto battle flag, since that was the last fight? And then and put a fountain next to her, around her, and then we'll have an archangel on one end and an archangel on the other end blowing their horns. And he goes, how about we just do the lady on the flag bigger than the Texian?
Okay.
That sounds like him and your dad right there.
Yes, absolutely.
So I said, yeah, we can do that. And I called him back and I said, if you want to, we can do it in 23.75 karat gold, and you'll never have to wash it or clean it or anything again. And he said, that sounds like a great idea. And so we got busy on it. So that's bronze, and it's chock full of symbolism. There's 18 stars on the hilt of the sword for the 18-minute battle.
I was going to ask, what is the thing that draped over the blade of the sword? What exactly is the relevance that? What is that in particular?
It says liberty or death
Okay.
on it, but it has 9 little like Florian type dots on it to represent the 9 guys that died on death. It's representing those guys. And then you can't see it here, but the sash comes out, and then there's these other little dots, and it's the number of people that actually fought at the Battle of San Jacinto.
That's awesome.
And it just goes on and on and on like that. But that's bronze. And then the gold is from the Minetti family in Florence, Italy. They've been doing it since the High Renaissance, the gold leaf. And we got some from them. And then the glue comes from France. And it's like from a rabbit hide or whatever. And then there's a certain paint that goes over it that you have to sand back that opens the pores up that'll hold the rabbit glue that will then receive the gold little squares that you put in. Some of those are like 3 and 4 deep.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah. And
How
then
thick? How thick is each one of the sheets? I know they're super thin. I mean,
I
they're
had some in my car. I'll show you afterwards. And the brush is from black-haired squirrel tails from Germany. So it was an international event.
I was kind of right.
You were kind of right.
And we spent like 40-plus days and nights around the clock trying to get that gold on there. And
Just applying the gold on there.
oh yeah.
Dude, you're dealing with German squirrels. Have you ever dealt with German squirrels before? You think squirrels here in Texas are crazy.
They're nuts.
Man, you get them German squirrels, they got a weird accent too.
They do, and they walk funny.
And they walk funny.
Yeah.
They wear funny little
Well,
boots.
you had mentioned that you don't have to clean it. What's the benefit of using the gold as far as maintaining
Well,
it?
it's the degree of gold.
Okay.
The closer 23.75 is as cheap as you can get.
Right.
There's 24 karat, then 23.75, and then under that, there's alloys. So alloys have a tendency to rust
Right.
or to oxidize, but 23.75.
So that could stay there for a while. And if we
For-
put this out there, does that mean
I'm thinking about stealing that statue
people to go
tonight.
grab some
I didn't know
gold
the
off
thing
it?
was real gold. I mean, good
It's real
Lord.
bronze too, buddy.
It's real
Oh no.
Yeah.
Man.
You don't have any copper in there.
Yes.
Oh, I tell you, yeah.
Yeah. Copper, tin, and zinc. That's
Yeah,
what
right.
makes bronze,
No, that's
yeah.
interesting. That's
Yeah.
interesting. So that is a lifelong that can withstand a lot of the elements and everything.
Well,
in between,
no,
right?
the elements help it. It shines it. The
Wow,
wind and
okay.
the rain and all that stuff. It just-
Really?
It burnishes it.
Oh, okay.
The heat won't melt it.
No kidding. That is really interesting.
Yeah,
Gold's
that is-
fascinating.
I would
isn't
have.
it?
I would have never guessed that. That's pretty cool, man.
It is cool.
That's cool. All right, I'm gonna switch gears. Let's go back into the site here. Let's scroll
Okay.
down, see what else here.
Samuel
Okay,
Mon-
where was which?
That's in
Oh,
the-
I think I know where this
That's
is.
in Montgomery, but they refused to clean it. Now it looks mostly black.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, Simmons Bank.
Did
Okay.
they not see the
Mr.
gold
Bass
one and
took-
thought, "Hey, man, let's do this right"?
Yeah, but that's when it looked like when it was new.
Man.
And now the whole thing looks black. And I've asked them 4 or 5 times, and they don't. You know, if you don't wash your car,
Yeah.
right?
Interesting.
Lose the
That is
patina.
Your
so
feet, yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, that's our local poet laureate, Dave Parsons.
Dave Parsons.
Yeah, what a great guy.
Oh, and they got man. Okay, folks, that is some talent here. I got to ask, what got you into doing bronze work? What got you started in this
Sculpting.
and sculpting and how did this happen?
Yeah.
How did this happen? How did you get into this?
It was not a career thing,
Right.
Or a whatever you call that when somebody actually plans their life. As a boy, when we went to Herman Park Zoo, I always wanted to see Sam Houston's statue before the howler monkeys,
Right.
right? I just liked him sitting on that horse and pointing. And
Yeah.
It was just so majestic and beautiful. And I'm talking about 6, 7, 8 years old. That's the first place I wanted to go, then go into the zoo. Then at my grandfather's peanut farm, there were 2 red dirt tanks. And one of my cousins was an avid hunter of anything that had movement. And I made a little crawdad about that big sitting on a rock. And when he showed up, he goes, shh. And he snuck up on that crawdad that I did as a kid. And I had a big laugh, and he threw it in the water. And I got into art, but I was into football more. And I just kept doing different things like that. And then one day I just did this little head, and everybody in the family thought it was pretty damn good, right? Which is why so many people go try out for American Idol.
The family says you're great, man.
Yeah. So I did these little things, and I did an Indian with self-drying, with air-drying clay, sitting on a rock with his hair blowing and a blanket around him. Everything I could do to cover up the nose and the face, and
Yeah.
the hands and all that stuff. And with a friend of mine that worked for Ross Perot, doing telecommunications like this in its early days. It's like the mid '80s or whatever. He comes over and he goes, "Where'd you get that?" I said, "I made it." He said, "No, you didn't." I said, "I did. Yeah, I did." He said, "That's good. How much?" And I said, "I don't know." And he goes, "How about $50?" In the '80s, that's like $450
Yeah,
today.
that's some good
That's
money.
some pretty good dough.
Yeah.
So I don't even think he was trying to encourage me. I think he just really liked it.
Right.
And so I said, $50? He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Let me check with my staff." That'd be fine.
Yes.
And I gave him that, and he packed it up and put it on a pillow and took off, and I went and bought some more clay.
Interesting.
And I built some more things, and then my house was a small house. It was an A-frame, full of feet and ears and noses and arms and hands.
Kind of like Jeffrey Dahmer's house.
Yes.
Yeah, but they were pre-dismembered.
They were pre-dismembered.
I mean, it just.
That's
You
not
weren't
even-
keeping all that in your
That's not
freezer,
even
were you?
funny. Yep.
Okay.
Getting limbs and bronze, man.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
like Dahmer on another level.
the next level. That
So
Anyway.
anyway, it was kind of like any
It just
other,
kind of grew on its own. It was
just
very
kinda-
organic.
It just kind of grew, and then I took something to the foundry, and they cast it, and they set it up, waiting for me to come get it, and somebody bought it.
I think that's a big part, right? Someone's how much it's like, oh,
And
I'm
then the
onto
next
something.
thing I made, somebody bought it. Then I made a reproduction of the other one, and you know what? In the late 2007, 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there, I was averaging selling about maybe 2 a month of maquettes, which was enough to live on for sure.
Wow.
But I also made a conscious decision not to overextend myself on a house and a car and all that stuff, and I kept that not, almost scraping the ground.
Right.
So while I was doing this, because I had to transition from radio into something, so I thought, why not something easy like sculpture?
Right.
I mean, that part of my head that I got dropped on just got busy, I guess. But and I nearly lost it all in the first or second year, just not understanding how it works.
Right.
But it's been great ever since. Ever since.
But your real job, you were working on radio station, right?
I worked from
That's how you were making a living.
1976 to 2006.
What radio station?
Oh, I was on a bunch of them like everybody else.
Here in
back the
Houston?
heyday. Well, what do they call it now? It's KODA. It's Sunny.
Okay, I remember Sunny.
99.1.
Were you on Sunny with the elevator music?
Yeah, KILE. Yeah.
KILE?
That was the Galveston Island radio station. Got blew away, I guess, in Alicia.
No kidding.
The roof
like
came off of
83
it.
or 84, whenever that hit.
Whenever that hit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then around Texas, Central Texas, around that area.
No.
Yeah.
Any particular music, any genre? Or
It was always country.
well, I like both kinds of music, country and Western.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Bluegrass.
Dude, bluegrass. I'm a banjo picker from way back. I'm hillbilly.
you?
You're such a ham, man.
Dude, well, I am. No, I am. I'm a bluegrass picker. I really am. Yeah.
I probably would never be doing any of this if radio had continued like it was.
Really interesting.
Well, consolidation happened in 1994, and that was the year that I was, along with my partner, were nominated as top 5 broadcast personalities in the United States
Oh,
and
that's
Canada
awesome,
by
man.
CMA.
What you
Yeah.
really by CMA?
Yeah.
No kidding.
We didn't win, but we were.
No, I mean
we
just
were-
the nomination. Seriously, that's. I'm wondering if I ever heard you because I used to just listen. That's all. I only listen to country music, but
Right.
I probably.
Well, KODA wasn't, but
No, I know
golly,
KODA wasn't.
They
Yeah.
paid really good,
Yeah.
and
Can you give us just a little taste? Give you an example. What you might have. Let's say you're introducing a Barry Manilow song on KODA. Just
Okay.
do a little example for us, real quick.
you're listening to KODA. Here's a really, really, really fast one, the fastest ever, by Barry Manilow.
Hey,
Man,
he does public radio. What is it called?
NPR.
NPR. He does NPR. You ought to hear his NPR stuff. It's really,
Show me.
really good. Go ahead, do a little NPR.
You're gonna put me on the
Yeah,
spot.
right
You
now.
know I don't
Do-
like
do-
doing
do a
that,
little
man.
NPR. I know. Do
I
a
can't
little-
do it. I can't.
He's got one character does Dr. Eleanor Gracist, and she is a.
I mean,
flame-
I could have introduced Craig as from Illinois
Oh man, that'd have been fantastic.
because he's Texas based.
Yeah.
he's no doubt a conservative if he's on this broadcast.
Oh yeah, well look at his sculpture, and I can tell you that right now.
I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna
Okay,
butcher it.
listen, this is very talented. Craig. Go ahead.
I got to get the music in the background.
Craig's got it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the NPR broadcast. We're here with Craig Campobella. He's an artist in his own right who practices extremist art sculpting. I saw one of his bronze statues out there and I just started quivering. I don't really know what to do. But he's in studios with us. We've got some experts to help you cope. If you see one of Craig Campobella's statues out there, we'll help you guide through the serenity of the extremism of Texas art. I'm Eleanor Gracist. Thank you for joining. That's it. Man,
it.
I don't do it on the fly like that, man.
I really put him on the spot, but he can pull that off. He
Yeah,
does.
that was
the
good.
different NPR. Seriously, thank you for doing that, Craig. That was
awesome, man.
Listen, the radio thing is very fascinating. Because it's
man.
Listen,
who
back in-
listens to the radio? I mean, I listen to talk radio, but I haven't listened to good time FM music radio for decades.
Well, it has been decades, especially from 1994 is when consolidation happened.
Oh.
And at that point, we were losing 500 radio jobs a day
Are you serious?
in Texas alone.
Oh, come on. Are you pulling my leg?
Yeah, and staffs went down. You'd have a morning team.
Yeah.
You'd have
Hudson and Harrigan.
You'd have a
KILT with Jim
yeah,
Bob.
You'd have a midday guy.
Yeah.
You'd have an afternoon drive.
Right.
You'd have a late night. Then you'd have a late night. So you got all that staff plus the weekend deal, plus the promotions
That's
people and the
true.
production people, and it goes on and on and on. Well, when consolidation happened and it said, you know what, Travis can have all three of these radio stations,
Hell yeah.
right? Oh. Then Travis went to the advertisers and said, you know what, I have all three radio stations, so we can cut your cost down to here.
So now this is what you're talking about is consolidation, not syndication. That's two different things,
Consolidation.
right?
That means that somebody could buy up as many stations in Waco as they wanted to.
Oh.
And you'd have one mom and pop that could no longer do it. And then the computers came along.
Right.
And you'd have some guy in his bathrobe in Illinois saying it's 44 degrees in Conroe.
Interesting.
And you'd hit a button and it'd go to the station here and then log itself in at the right time.
See, my last name is Pruitt. So back in the day, people would say, is your dad Jim Pruitt?
Right.
Now, the funny thing is, my dad's name was Jim Pruitt.
So you were lying to them, basically.
Well, no, what I did was I said, my dad's Jim Pruitt.
Right.
Now, my dad, we spell Pruitt instead of Pruett.
Right. Pruitt's a great radio name.
Yeah, great name, right? What was
Sorry about
that?
I
That was
just had
Travis.
an idea.
That was boom. That just so anyway. People say, "Is your dad Jim Pruitt?" And I would say, "Well, yeah." And they, "Oh my gosh, can you get me tickets to this or that?" And then
Right.
I didn't tell them my dad was actually a deacon at a Southern Baptist church here in Spring. Very different from the Jim Pruitt personality on Stevens and Pruitt. But anyway, that was always fun.
And those guys were banking it too, let me tell you.
my
You have
gosh.
no idea. It was really good. If you could get afternoon drive mornings, some middays, and depending on the market size,
Yeah.
you make a really, really good living. And boy, I'll tell you this, I'm not going to say his name because I don't have permission to, but he was one of the hottest on-air personalities ever in the third largest market in the nation, which is Houston.
Really?
And he went from, and when was it? 1990, 2000, probably 2003, 2002 or 2003, 180,000 just doing afternoon drive. That's not getting paid for remotes. That's not getting paid for using your voice in commercials and all that stuff. That's just the base.
Wow.
To minimum wage
No, you've got to be kidding.
in a year. In a year. When he was in the money, he bought some property out in Central Texas.
Wow.
Had a little cabin on it and wound up living there.
Wow.
But
That's how bad the bottom
oh
fell.
yeah, it was like when they had whale fat,
Whale fat. Yeah, right.
to burn for oil.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they got electricity.
And it just instantly,
Yeah,
everything changed.
Yeah.
The economy changed when that happened.
everything changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, water pumps.
Yeah.
all that stuff puts everybody else out of business. So it was computers, So
I
That
mean, I
is so
remember
interesting.
the radio listening to, at least when we were Dean and Raj
oh yeah,
in the morning show. Who was the funny personality?
Moby.
No.
This before now Craig, he's a kid. He doesn't
I'm
remember.
just
he
a
doesn't remember
baby.
Moby. He doesn't remember.
No, who was the
Hudson and Harrigan.
Dean and Raj were
Yeah.
funny, but there was another. It was two people, but one of the guys did accents for all these different personalities. Oh man, who
I
was
remember.
it?
I remember. I don't remember.
And he'd passed. Man, oh, that's killing me.
I always listen to Hudson.
We'll
and
put it out there. Somebody will be able to remember
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Man, you don't know who I'm talking
All
about?
I know is when I was in the police academy, Hudson and Harrigan came out and visited right before we graduated, and I said something to them. I said, "Hey, where's Jim Bob?" And they would turn around, "Oh, you?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm a big fan of you guys' show, man. It's nice guys, yeah." But I remember I listened to them religiously.
It was a great way to make a living. You walk in the morning, everybody's in a good mood,
That's awesome.
right? Except
Wow.
salespeople.
Yeah, salespeople were trying to go out there and sell that.
But it's just creative from the time you walked in the door till you went out, because it's the theater of the mind.
Right. Yeah.
So if you can make that interesting and all, it was just wonderful.
So you missed that.
Yeah, I mean, I would if it hadn't changed, I probably wouldn't be doing this. I might have stumbled on it and did a little bit, but not to the extent that I'm doing now.
Now let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Now it seems like maybe there might be kind of a resurgence. I have a buddy, Michael Tadero, down in
Right.
Santa Fe, Texas, and they just built a little building, and it's like a radio station, but it's
Right.
for the internet, and he's doing Texas dirt road music.
Yeah. You
And
do
he's
stuff-
and he's a DJ, and
Yeah.
and he's getting it started. But is there are we starting to see that a little bit?
I don't know, because I don't pay attention to any of it.
So when you listen to music, how do you listen to music?
I listen to podcasts.
Podcasts, okay. Yeah, I do too. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Although
where it's
I
at
did
now,
buy Abbey Road
Oh, did you
at
really?
Walmart's. And
Oh, so you went and bought a CD?
No, I bought an album because I've got a record player.
Oh, that is so cool.
So I was out there sculpting one night, and then I went to Walmart, and the Abbey Road was for sale. I got that, and then Creedence Clearwater double album.
CCR.
Yeah,
You
man.
did it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did it.
And I bet you got the White Album too, don't you? The
No,
Nitty Gritty Dirt
all
Band.
my stuff got lost. So,
Oh,
and I'm not rebuilding another collection.
Right, right.
But you can imagine all the free stuff that I had
oh
from the
man,
45s that are ancient.
no kidding.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid used to go to Don's record shop down there in Bel Air to get the 45 whenever a new hit would come out.
Bel Air, was that where you were from?
Well, when I was in grade school, we lived in before it was Bel Air. I mean, we lived in a
I
little.
lived off Belford.
I lived in Woodstock, right off of Renwick,
Yeah.
in Evergreen.
Yeah, I played OFA baseball.
Did you really?
Yeah, Oak Meadows Fort. So you know where it's at.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. So that's back. That's before they
That
were
was
building-
when it was Leave It to
Leave It to Be-
Leave It to Beaver.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Moms
Exactly.
in aprons and
Yes.
kids dreaming of being crosswalk.
Oh yeah.
Police
The
officers.
security.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to Brayburn Elementary,
Yeah.
and I don't even know if it's even there anymore.
Pearl
I-
Rucker.
I would have gone to Jane Long Junior High, but we moved to.
I would have gone to Dee Dee, and then I would have gone to Milby.
Then you gone to Milby. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Yeah, man, man. Thanks for the trip down Amnesia Lane.
No kidding.
Amnesia Lane.
That is
But
awesome.
I was lucky. I wound up on my mother and father separated, and I wound up on my grandfather's peanut farm in the center of Texas,
We're at in the center of Texas.
Eastland County.
What nearest town?
The town, southwest of east of Abilene.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
that northern central.
Yeah, the end of the hill country.
End of the
going
hill
up to
country,
the
going up there, yeah.
Llano Estacado. And all
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. The Llano Escana. Man, I'm getting up there in cattle country.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
And
is-
good loamy soil for peanuts. And
You know
peach.
what's up there now, don't you? Wind farms. Nothing but those dad burn.
No, I haven't been there in a while, but I would
For us-
hate to see that.
It is one of the most depressing things. And you know what's so depressing? None of them are turning.
Yeah.
I go through Mart, Texas a lot. You know where Mart is?
Mm-hmm.
There's there's over 100 of them there, right there around Mart. I pass by there all the time. None of them ever
Yeah,
turning.
I bet grandpas don't sit on the porch staring out across the horizon.
No, it's such a shame.
Yeah.
But boy, music is so country music's your thing.
Yeah. Songwriters, John Prine.
How much of that inspired you for your sculpting?
Well, I did the Sounds of Texas Music series with a guy named J. Ross Martin, who's on the city council a lot. He wanted to do a cross promotion of the visual and the musical arts, and used me for that. And I did what's called the Sounds of Texas Music series. And so we did Guy Clark, and we did Marty Stewart. We did Knife Blade Blues, which is an old migrant guy with his pocket knife out playing slide on guitar. Rockabilly guy. And I do 5 or 6 of them, right? And I sit out in the lobby and sell them.
That is awesome.
That is awesome, man.
You're a traditionalist. I mean, you like.
I'm really excited to show Craig some modern art.
Okay.
Are you really?
I am. I think I know he's traditional. I do want to go through some more of his.
Now, is Tolly Tarth going to be introducing these pieces? Or
Yes,
Tolly Tarth.
Tolly
We have-
Tarth might
yeah.
be involved today, but I think Eleanor Graces is going to have to explain to him what minstrel art is first.
Okay.
So we
Are
might
you going
have,
to do minstrel art?
we might have to
Craig,
get we
put
might
your just put
to get into that
put your seatbelt
Can
on,
my
Craig.
daughter listen to this?
for the no.
Okay, Bristol. Cut. We'll pick up later.
I mean, and we'll go through some. So there's some modern sculpture. I think Tolly Tarth will do the modern sculptures
Yes.
because modern sculpture art is just so. I don't have a word for it. We'll get
Craig, you're
Craig's
gonna
word on it.
Craig, you're gonna love it.
Because he's an artist here, and
You'll really
you gotta
appreciate
get the
this.
feedback here. But I do want to jump back in. Let's get back to his to some of these works here. I know we saw some pictures there. I want to again, folks, and what we'll do after this, I think let's get our phone because we have some of his works out here, and just go through some of the detail. The detail in these works is so amazing here, but. Yeah, this is, we spoke on this one a little bit. This was in the early phase, or I guess
Yeah, this was before it went to the foundry.
okay.
Yeah.
And then let's scroll
When you
down.
say the foundry, is
Okay,
that where they
this-
is that where they cook it? Is that where they like? Because you said this is oil-based clay, right?
Yeah,
so
they
it's
make
pliable.
They make a mold of that, a
they
reverse
make a-
mold.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Right.
okay.
And then
Okay.
they open that mold up and they put wax in there. And
Okay.
They do 7 layers. Each one's consecutively cooler than the one under it.
Okay.
They put it back together, let them mesh together, open it back up. Then we just have to start correcting the wax,
Okay.
which little strings or stuff that are off, we take those off. Then they take it, cut it all up, arms, legs. So I start dipping it in a big vat, like this size of ceramic slurry stuff. And they keep dripping it and putting it in there and bringing it out, bring it out over days, right? A dip a day, and it gets thick like a cast on your arm.
Interesting.
Then they put that in an oven and burn the wax out.
Okay.
Now you've got a reverse of what I sculpted in this casing,
Okay.
and that's where they pour the bronze in.
Nice.
And they take a jackhammer or whatever and knock all the casing off, and this stuff comes out like pure gold, right? An arm here, a finger there, and they weld it back seamlessly. You can't even tell where these welders
So it's not
touched
one
it.
big piece. It's
Wow.
like
No.
it's anatomically, it's the hands and the arms and the legs and the
Yeah, all
the
cut
thigh
up.
bones connected
Yeah.
to the
Exactly.
Really?
That's an insane
That's an
process,
incredible
man.
process.
That's, especially knowing that it maintains a lot of the structure from the original,
Well,
rendition.
all of it.
Yeah, that's just incredible.
Here's the deal: those guys are so good, you cannot tell where they welded it at.
I
That is
I had
crazy.
no idea. Yeah, and folks, you'll see this. We'll walk you through this, but that's the first time that I'm hearing this. I would have never guessed some of this would be.
that's
would have
why I
been
had to
welded
ask.
together.
I'm curious.
Well, there's like 9 different people that are heavily involved. The wax chasers, the metal chasers, the mold makers, the wax people. All these different are specialized positions, right? What do you get from it, right? Let's say Daddy wants to buy this. Well, one of his pieces, there are only 5 of those in the world, and that's the Come and Take It.
Right.
And then there's 13 of the Alamo. So that's all that'll ever be made of those.
Yeah.
Okay? So if I keep getting invited to things like the Booth Museum and these things to show my work and stuff, it's an investment that will continue to grow.
Absolutely.
Because of its provenance. And because of the lack of, somebody can't come in and copy it. And it will last forever.
Right.
3,000 years or your money back.
You heard that here, folks.
Right.
On the
That's-
Defiance
that-
Daily Show.
That's
is
one
a
heck of a guarantee right there.
3,000 year
3,000 year old
guarantee.
guarantee. Hey,
Tell
by
you
God,
what.
man, that's older than my coon dogs.
Now you can't throw it in a fire.
Right. No, but if you have it sitting out like
Take care of it. There's no
just
reason it
don't
shouldn't
mess
last
with it.
beyond
It's
3,000 years.
Well, we have proof of that because of some of the old
They're
statues.
digging them up
Right.
in the
Yeah,
ancient
exactly.
sea right now.
Yeah, the
you know?
ancients. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is so interesting.
So it lasts a long time.
Yeah, and look at this one here, folks. So, Craig, on this screen, it looks grainy, but I got the actual feed here. You can see the details, the veins in the hands, the nails. I mean, this is the first time I'm seeing this.
What is
do
that
you got
work?
here?
I'm very fascinated. What is that, Craig?
Well, that's Jesus and the sick man.
Oh
Wow,
my God!
wow. That's the healing. That's where Christ healed the lame.
Right.
This is incredible,
Wow.
man. That's
Wow.
awesome.
Is that life size, Craig?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my
That's at
goodness.
the,
Where can people see
that's
that?
Is this one done, or are you
Yeah.
still working
yeah.
on this one?
No,
Where
that's-
can people see that?
That is the clay. That's at the Paul McClinton Cancer Center in Waco.
Really?
Folks, from a crawfish,
We got to go see that because that's not
this,
close. That's close to Grossbeck, bro.
Badass.
We need to
man.
go. We need to go see that. That's close
pretty
to
awesome,
Grossbeck.
man.
Can you scroll up a little bit?
Or
Yeah,
this
there you
way.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see that if this
Yes, the rope, the tie.
Oh wow! Look at that.
That is absolutely beautiful. Now, where does an inspiration like that come from, Craig? I mean, when
Yeah,
you
are
say, you know what,
people-
I need to do a.
I'm a
sculpture
little
of that."
familiar with this, but I'll
Okay, well,
I wanna hear
I'm
from
so
Craig.
fascinated.
he said, I want to do a sculpture of like Jesus and the sick man and a sick man.
Who said this? Somebody was asking you this.
The guy that the cancer center's named.
Okay.
And I said, well, how about a guy reaching out to Jesus,
Yeah.
right? And he goes, I like it. And I went to work.
Man,
I mean,
that's a powerful piece right there.
that is a
Craig.
the expressions, the like you said, the hand. Man, that is.
Yeah, and folks, you can see on here. I mean, you can see the details. That's just incredible. This looks like
That is
cloth.
so
It looks like you could take this
fascinating.
off and sleep with it.
But it creates a real emotion. That is what's so fascinating.
Yeah, that gets your the heart
it
fluttering a little
really.
bit there,
I mean,
man.
it draws you in. You're sitting there going, okay, what is going on here?
That is just incredible there, man. Now I feel bad bringing in Tolly Tarth and after seeing something like this with the modern art.
You got any more?
Man, that is beautiful.
Let's see here.
That's Captain Jack and Travis.
Yeah, I like those, man.
Where's that at?
The hat is. Look at that.
That's Marty Stewart.
That's Marty Stewart.
Oh, that's cool
Now,
as
now,
hell.
Craig, you are a Marty Stewart fan.
Well, here's the deal. I was working on a piece in downtown Conroe in a big 2-story abandoned building that didn't have air conditioning, and it didn't. I'm sorry. I'm not.
No, you're good. You're good.
You're
It's
right, man.
picking it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just.
No air conditioning, no heater, one light hanging from the ceiling, right? Like where the FBI is trying to get the truth out of somebody. But I worked during the day because there's this huge north-facing window, and north light's the best light to work in. Well, one of those Sounds of Texas music series was going on, and I was over at the theater setting up, and Marty, as he is wont to do every place he goes, he's walking around the city square, right? And he saw the Texian in there, and his road manager who was with him said that he stayed there about 30 minutes trying to see all he could see, and then looking out across the street and then coming back and looking at him. Well, that night I'm set up in the lobby, and Marty is signing autographs. He came by my table and goes, do you know who's working on that cowboy-looking thing over there? And I said, yes, I do. He goes, is he here? And I said, yeah, I'm him. And he goes, can I come over there and see it? And I said, okay. So I unlocked the door, and here come the fabulous superlatives, and Martin walking through the back door. It looked like that scene from Tombstone.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I got a picture of it. I'll show you someday,
Yes.
of them walking in. It's just their silhouettes. And he got in there, didn't say hardly anything. And I'm talking to the guys in the band, And towards the end of the deal, he asked a few little questions, and he goes, "All right, come on then, be in Nashville, da 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 if you can." And I said, "Okay." And he left, and I asked this promoter, a friend of mine, and he goes, "Yeah, you want to go?" Because I didn't know, like you don't know, and nobody else out there really knows. He has a lot to do with what's going on up in
Nashville,
Tennessee. You know, from the Opry all the way, all of it. And at the end of that North Carolina leg, he goes, "I'd like to use you. I've got this idea of the Congress of Country Music, like the spiritual home." He owns 20,000 country music artifacts.
Good Lord.
All right. So everything from Johnny Cash's first Man in Black suit, the boots Patsy Cline died in,
amazing.
Porter Wagoner's first nudie suit, handwritten lyrics by Hank Williams, like on a big chief tablet. And instead of writing "I'm so lonesome I could cry," it's "I'm so LOOOOOOME some I could cry."
Wow.
So he can remember the meter.
Wow.
I mean, it just goes on and on and on. White glove type situation, the soul of the artistry of the artwork from their costumes to everything else. Anyway, that's a whole different program.
You know who he's married to, right?
Yeah,
Connie Francis.
that's right. Connie
Yeah.
Smith.
Well, Connie Smith. I'm sorry, not Connie Francis. Yeah, Connie Smith.
Once a day,
Yeah. Yeah.
all day long.
I remember listening to her commercials when I was a little kid on music and the KTEL, and
They're such nice people.
they're wonderful people, aren't they?
They really are, just normal as we are.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, what a privilege to be working with them and to be part of that. I mean,
That's pretty cool too.
You're
That's
creating
badass,
history.
That's a badass picture too of you with that statue there, man. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
That's just creating history, man.
There's a song he has. It's "Observation of a Crow." There may be a picture of it on there. If not, I've got it on my phone. There's it.
Oh
after his
my
boss.
God. That's incredible, man. Oh my goodness.
That's the one in Waco,
Yeah,
right?
that's the one there,
Yeah.
folks.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's awesome.
Dr. Red
That's
Duke.
Dr. Red Duke right there. By God.
See, folks, and I know you can see it on this version here, this level of detail on the face and everything. Just incredible stuff.
The guy who was his chief nurse used to stand right here, and he'd clip his ear hair and whatever needed to be done before surgery, and he stood there and wept
Really?
to his side. He said, "It's like I'm standing by him again."
No kidding.
That's incredible,
Which is
man.
a nice thing to say.
That's just amazing.
Yeah, just man, that's
One
awesome.
right after another.
That's awesome, man. Well, I think I do want to get some reactions too, but let's go through the modern stuff first.
Okay.
Because as a sculptor, I'm sure you're familiar with some of the greats. It's something I've always been fascinated in because the level of talent and detail and how you can create something out of stone, out of clay to make it look the way it does. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. But first,
Have you ever done anything like with granite, or have you ever worked with any
I'm
stone?
not even interested. No.
Not. It's just so totally different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mark.
This is
It's like, do you want to play bass or lead
this
guitar?
this is NPR. He's going into. He's going
we've
into
got
a
to
zone.
we got to make sure we get in tune here,
So
okay?
he's
Honey, where's the remote?
Folks, bear with us, okay? We've been watching extremist art on our TV screens. I know everybody's having a really hard time watching a radical Texan sculpt his bronze features of Jesus. Historical music figures. Oh,
Oh,
Texas, his story.
people with guns.
His story. It's his story. Oh, God. We're going to switch gears here because I think Craig Campobella needs a full tutorial into modern art. I'm going to pull this up. This is an AI overview on Google. We're going to read this together, ladies and gentlemen. And what are we talking about today? We're talking about menstrual art. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Modern menstrual art is a contemporary art movement that uses menstrual blood as a medium to challenge taboos, reclaim power, and promote dialogue around menstruation. It includes various art forms such as painting with menstrual blood, creating installations with menstrual products, and using photography or film to depict menstrual experiences. Key goals are to normalize periods and shift social perceptions through often provocative and powerful work. Folks, you heard it here today. Let's get into it.
Are you making that up?
I'm not making this up, Marcus. Please take this seriously.
This is real
I
art.
need you to take this seriously.
This is real art.
Are you going to take this
I'm
seriously?
going to take this very. It's real art, Craig. This is.
Keep telling yourself that.
Jeez.
No, this is real art. This is all blood.
This is. Are you getting in touch with your feminine side here, Travis? Is that what?
I'm not Travis. I am Eleanor Grace.
I mean, Eleanor. Eleanor
Look,
Grace.
look.
Is are you getting in touch with your?
Listen. Just behold the beauty and the powerful performance of a menstrual cycle.
So this is performative art.
Yes, and
This is
so
art in
this
action?
beat over here is really the onset of the flow against the patriarchy. This over here, well, I know this artist struggled a little bit with bouts of chlamydia and lots of other rampant STDs.
Oh God, Travis.
And, you know, given that we're in studio with an extremist artist of Texas culture, I think it'd be important to get some insights from a extremist artist on. Craig, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the flow of this
Well,
art
I'm looking
feature
for the
we've-
flow of the exits. I think I see a way out.
There is no escape from the patriarchy.
So what's a piece like that run you there? What's a piece like that set you back, Travis? Eleanor?
This one went on sale. This was on auction for $2.2 million.
$2.2 million.
I'm actually not making that up, by the way, folks.
You're being serious.
Being dead serious.
Did it sell for 2
It's
points?
sold at auction.
Oh.
This was out of New York. This is A. Ashney.
Okay.
And honestly, and I'm going to read this description carefully
Okay.
because what's the big deal? Okay,
I
Craig,
don't-
what's the big deal?
I don't know. I don't
Art
know.
is everywhere and it is political. For centuries, aggressors, such as Craig Campobella, have been using art to propagate hate and hierarchy, while the aggrieved have
I didn't
been
even know I was doing that.
Oh God.
while the aggrieved have been using it as a means of protest because nothing's more powerful than smearing your menstrual blood all over campus.
Oh God.
Many pro-suffrage posters have been thankfully preserved. This art depicts voting in a universal political right. So look at this, Mark.
Oh,
Votes for
that's-
women.
Votes for women.
Feminism is very important when it comes to the art scene, okay, Mark? Just
Wow.
keep that in mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's. So, do you find that stuff in the same galleries you find Hunter Biden's
Laptop?
finger paints?
Probably. Probably, but look, I know we're poking fun at this, folks, but really, the reality.
Have a little
Ain't
talk
all
with-
about my
so-
sorrow.
Hear our famous cry, he will answer by and by. Fair with burning.
I just behold the beauty.
Yeah.
Just behold. This is
Oh,
there is. As an artist,
there's-
Craig, does this not scream mental illness to you?
Well, I'm not. Look, everybody's got a report in front of the big throne, and whatever they do or say. So I'm going to say this: go do whatever you want to do.
There you go.
It's feeding somebody, and not that is a good thing.
Craig, does that mean you're not going to buy one of my menstrual
Well,
pieces?
probably not. They're just too expensive.
How dare
for me.
you?
Well, I got.
Dare you, Craig?
That hurts.
Oh God!
That cuts
I gotta
deep.
go. I gotta go. I'm leaving the room.
We got groceries. When you look at somebody making $2.5 million, that's just it's all who you know. Sometimes.
Well, you know,
I
there's
don't
people
know.
buying.
This looks pretty impeccable, if you ask me.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
you know, shit whiz.
everybody dunks their
Can I
Oreo
tell
just a
you a
little
story?
different.
Can I tell
Love
you-
to hear a story.
This is my favorite one about this particular subject. This professor, and you can find this on YouTube. Professor stands up in front of his class, and on one of those projection deals, he's got like a Jackson Pollock.
God.
Okay,
Yep.
it's just going everywhere. He stands out in front of his class and he looks them all in the eye, scans the room, and he says, "Now, I want you to guess who did this, but I don't say it out loud. Just write it down. And then in a sentence or two, let me know what that artist is trying to convey to you." And they said, okay. So most of them wrote down Jackson Pollock. And then they wrote somebody else and somebody else. And their explanations of what it meant to them were like the germination of an idea or
God.
spiritual violence. And it went on and on and on like that. And he read through them, and the class was very seriously looking at him and shaking their head and sighing. You know, whenever somebody really had a good one, like spiritual violence, it was like, ooh, yeah, maybe that's it. So he got his little deal, and he backed out of it, and it was his painting apron.
Oh my!
Yeah.
You know, folks, you can't listen.
I've seen that.
You can
YouTube.
go to these.
Good.
I've seen
my wife lived in California
Yes.
for a little while, and she said it was the most ridiculous thing. You're talking about toilet seats nailed to a wall, and people are surrounding it like
$100,000.
getting all the meaning behind it and all this stuff. Absolutely incredible. So for our next guest here, this is going to be. Can I do some? Let's see if we got some fancy classical to introduce Tali Toth. Let's see if we got this.
Chamber music might be good for Tolly.
Hmm.
Oh, here we go. This is our Grey Poupon music, Craig.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness!
You have
Mine
to.
never came with music.
You've got to do very British
Hey,
accents and here.
Mark, please shut your horses.
I am
mouth,
so
okay?
sorry, Tolly.
We're now introducing to this next segment. I'm your host, Tali Toth. We're going to go through modern art sculptures with hateful Texas sculpting artist, Craig Campobella. First, I want to go through the City Commission sculpt art in Austin, Texas. We've seen sculptures of Jesus, Texas historical figures, but I'm going to show Craig Campobella what Tali Toth is all about. Let me get the name of this. This is courtesy, let's see here. This is from 2016. This is called Tall Solo, Big Mama Baby, and Little Mama. 3 sculptures. And don't worry, I'll give you the description. Okay, Craig? Just in case you don't understand the level of sophistication involved with my taste. Behold, you are not looking at Chody Wampus. Yes, round of applause, please. Round of applause, please. Yes, this is very exalting.
like doggy.
Feast your eyes on this, Craig Campobella.
That is real.
We've just gone through the details of your sculptures, but let me tell you, you've got nothing on this. Now listen to the description as I explain the lack of sophistication you do not hold. Okay. Let's go through the artwork details here, okay? Tall Solo, Big Mama, Baby, and Little Mama are 3 sculptures that make up a family group tilted cruellers. Inspired by the many possible definitions of family, these creature forms hint at the familiar while inviting interpretation and conversation. Craig, are you feeling
I'm
the
speechless.
invitation? Are you feeling the invitation of interpretation of competition?
Not feeling it.
Beg to differ.
Maybe dog park gone wrong.
One viewer might see an animal. I personally see a chode. While another might see scoops of ice cream or a walk formation, taking inspiration from elephants in hippopotamuses.
Yeah.
Artist Sharon Engelstein. Ooh. Crafted form and texture to invoke the sense that these sculptures are creatures. Big Mama, Baby, and Little Mama are nestled together within soft grasses across the downtown Central Library, patiently waiting for Tall Solo, who has wandered away to 3rd Street and West Avenue. Behold! I don't know which one's which, but it's up to interpretation. Oh,
I had a songwriter in Nashville tell me one time, if you have to tell him what it is, it probably ain't.
Goodness.
That was very moving.
I'm deeply offended. And I've gone through the city of Austin to see what other cities
very
have
moving.
sophisticated forms. And you could just feast your eyes here. Just look at this display. Oh my God, what is this?
It's
No.
that
Like the person that left those others behind.
that's
The troll trick.
I don't know what.
that's
Okay, back to. Excuse me. This is not the time to make fun of modern sculpture, but
okay.
do you see the difference in Craig Campobella's art in this Roberts investigation? You see all over the cities here. Okay, that's a good one there. No, it's not, actually. Stevie Ray Vaughan, I heard he was a right-wing extremist.
Yeah, very
Oh,
much.
no, look at the wall.
Oh,
Look at the tile.
that's modern bathroom.
Absolutely beautiful, Marcus.
Shower stall, please.
One day Craig will understand. He will roll up balls of clay and then throw them together on the floor, and it will create a mama, baby, tall baby platform. Okay? Look at this. This is that is a seashell, and it's not by the seashore.
And it's shiny.
Does that count as bronze? In your estimation? Oh my!
I want a fish and
goodness
chip
gracious.
now.
You know, it's stuff like this that really makes me want to experience the. There's something special about art form that's cattywampus.
It's,
This is just absolutely incredible.
that's also in Austin. Yeah, they.
Craig, could I implore you to create one of these fine sculptures of art?
Well, I am busy that day. Dadgummit.
I don't know what type of dastardly individuals have you busy making these Jesus sculptures. Oh my Lord! Let's make it some more, okay?
Oh gosh.
Yes, bronze statues. Look at this here. This is what I call. This is like one of those balloon arts. Oh, look at these mugs. Just absolutely wonderful. Oh my God, balloon knots.
That's balloons.
Balloon knot in the statues. You thought this was from a clown? This is from sophisticated artistry.
That is sophistication
Mind
at your
Okay.
highest sophisticance.
This is the highest sophisticated low you could possibly imagine.
Those are balloons.
Thank you for joining this segment with Tolly Toth. Hopefully Craig Campobella has learned his lesson and knows better than to sculpt images of Jesus healing people, and instead goes to clown art and balloon cattywampus. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. This is Tolly Toth.
I was moved.
I was moved. What do you think of Tolly? Do you think? I personally don't understand him, but you know, to each their own. Like Craig said earlier. Craig said earlier.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get into the real stuff here, because we've seen, and we'll show on the. We'll do a separate video because I want to see Craig go through the details on these works of art we have out here, some of the real stuff. But this right here, this next segment that I'm going through, this is absolutely incredible. I have not been privileged enough to see this type of thing in person, but definitely want to get Craig's comments on these marble works of art. These are people way back when who hardly had any tools to do any of this stuff, and just this is absolutely
The master.
let's show the real stuff. The fact that this is one block and those drape of sheeting over this, just
That's marble. That's not a.
Craig, talk about this, man. Talk about this.
Well, it's relatively simple. All you got to do is make it look like that.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
How hard could it be? It's
Right.
just sculpture. Well, that stuff, you talk about what's the highest.
Like a
Grit,
2000 grit,
yeah.
like a 2000.
Yeah.
Just
That's
it's
what
almost like
that's-
paper. It's just paper.
After they smooth it out,
Yeah.
they'll get that stuff after it, and one guy will spend 3 or 4 months or whatever it takes to get all that sanded to that sheen, right? And I don't remember if they used wax over the top of that or some kind of oil, but you got to remember that that's all that stone.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
stone.
I forget. I don't know if it was margarine or whatever they used to make it real shiny like that, but they would get it down to, because I have touched those, right?
Smooth? Is it super
Yeah,
smooth
like
or
this? Feel
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
So back then, how long do you think a project like that would take?
Depends who it was.
Years in some cases, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, Michelangelo took 3 years on
On David.
David. Yeah.
All right, let's go through another one here. So this one,
Oh, that's another one.
He
where-
This
slept.
is-
He was so focused that he slept at the feet of David. Didn't take his shoes off. Ate grapes and cheese and bread, and just would wake up and start working again.
Wow.
Now, to show you people haven't changed in all that time, when it was over, the city fathers showed up in Florence, and they looked at the piece, and the one guy, his nose is off a
oh,
little. Everybody does that.
right. Everybody critiques it like that. Yeah.
Well, not everybody,
Yeah.
but too many, right? Especially if the nose
Oh,
is fine. So he crawls up his ladder to the nose, right? And as he's crawling up the ladder, he gets a handful of marble dust in his left hand. He's just crawling up. And he gets up there with his little thing, and he goes, tick, 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 hits it against his thumbnail, and drops a little bit of that dust. And he hit the nose.
Oh,
with it. Because he's way up there.
yeah, yeah.
Right? He's sitting and they see this going, and he goes, "What do you think?" The guy goes. So that's the kind of CRAP that you got to deal with. But it's okay. You get to do it. It's not that long.
Right, right.
It's like
So the moral
it's
of
like
the
a bad
story-
dance. The song's going to be over before long.
so the moral of the story: before you go up the ladder with your hammer, pick up a handful
Full
of
of
marble dust.
everywhere you go.
Let's look at this. So this
Okay.
one here, and forgive me, folks, I'm very bad at pronunciation. Some of these names. This Giuseppe San Martino,
Yeah, great name.
a dead Christ veiled in marble, so thin it looks like cloth. This is 1753, one block, one miracle. To this day, no one fully agrees on how he did it. It doesn't just look real; it looks alive. So this is Naples, Italy.
Well,
Italy.
this was probably inspired by the Shroud of Turin.
Yeah,
Right.
Right?
yeah,
So, what do you say?
yeah.
There's the next one here.
Oh,
So
that's beautiful right
this
there.
one is Apollo and Daphne, Gian Lorenzo Bernini. She runs, he reaches, her fingers turn to leaves, her skin becomes bark. Desire collides with horror in one heartbeat. Okay, that is like that's a description for art.
Yeah.
That is, I got to see this stuff, guys. Created in 1622, 3 years. Look at that, Craig. 3 years, 1622, 1625, for a cardinal. Yeah, I like those.
It's amazing what one can do when not distracted with the iPhones and the interconnects and the Google machines.
This level
and
of
TV.
concentration. I mean, that's why I was excited for Craig to come in here today.
Well, they had calipers back then.
Yeah.
And it's still really. I mean, try to do that
Right.
one time. Just
Right.
try.
I don't even know how to even.
Listen, my first big piece I did was an Indian head with an Indian chief with feathers and stuff, and I took it to the foundry, and I was so nervous that I left it in my truck, in the passenger seat, facing the door, so the guy opened it, he would see it, right? And I didn't have to take it in front of everybody, the other songwriters. So he came out there, and I opened the door, and he looked at me, and he goes, "What you're trying to tell me is that's an Indian."
Oh,
I said, "Thank you." I closed the door and I backed off and I went back home.
wow.
So, but my mom thought it was great.
Yeah.
But this is a guy that makes his living working with them, and he's not gonna,
Yeah.
you know.
All right, let's see.
So anyway, I went home and tried harder.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, this
That's
one
so
here.
interesting.
This
That's
one's a
cool.
little hard to see. Nike of Samothrace, I'll say. She has no head, but she doesn't need one. Wings wide, chest forward, standing on the prow of a ship like victory itself. She was built to conquer centuries. This is Paris, France. Discovered in 1863 on the Greek island. Dates back to 190 BC. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. Let's go to another one. Pieta
I've seen that
Michelangelo.
in person.
You've seen this one in person?
Yeah, it looks like they're about to.
It's one thing to see it right here. Talk about what it's like seeing one of these in person.
Well, first of all, it's only about this big. It's like this.
Yeah. So it's about like a half scale.
Half scale.
Yeah, but if you'll look, see that thing that goes across her chest right there?
Yeah.
Yep.
It looked like a ribbon. Let me show you. Right there.
Right
Yeah.
here.
It says Michelangelo. Because other people
What?
were taking credit for it
Oh, that's
around all the other city-states.
wow.
And he was so upset after putting all that work in that he came in the Vatican at night and carved his name into it. And he felt so guilty about it afterwards, he never signed anything again.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
one
look
of
at
a
the
kind.
hole in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So I'll read the description here. I know folks can read it, but a mother cradles her broken son. No screaming, no raids, just unbearable grace. Carved before Michelangelo turned 25.
Look.
Vatican City completed in 1499. Only work he ever signed. Yeah. Awesome.
Wow.
Just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's probably as big as these two screens together, about that high.
Yeah.
It's not life size at all,
Wow.
but it looks like they're about to move any second.
Man, just absolutely
Wow.
incredible.
Yeah, that's subtext.
2,000 years old.
Yeah, this was.
I mean, not
the,
2,000 years old.
Let me
but,
see if I'm going to see if I can blow this one up a little bit here. Let's move that.
The
This
thing
is-
about that marble too is it's so soft,
Yeah.
soft.
Interesting.
This one is Master's Gaze. I'll read the description. I think this was the one we initially showed in the beginning. To me, just looking like a piece of silk draped over. I just,
Yeah, he's got a model standing there. There's a model standing there, and he's using his calipers and all kinds of measuring devices. But still, to sit there and do it like this.
oh my goodness.
I can't even.
And if you go off a little bit, like on a wrinkle, right? It's think about it, you've just messed up that little area.
Yeah, like
right
I always
there.
wonder if they had
gotta-
like a.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's exacting work. I can go back in with my thumb and fix it.
Right.
Yeah, what is this? This
Yeah,
is
this stuff isn't that forgiving.
this is Antonio Corradini. A veil so thin you can see every contour beneath it. Marbled turned to silk, flesh beneath stone. Naples, Italy. This was completed in 1752. Absolutely.
You know, his cousin owns the Corradini's pizza shop right there on the
Mark.
corner.
Cousin
Yeah.
Cordini.
Yeah, they got a good deep dish. Got a great deep dish there.
Yeah, and so look, I mean, some of this detail,
Isn't
just
that amazing? That's
absolutely amazing. And I definitely, that's a bucket list. I want to go see a lot of this. Oh,
Well,
this
go to
right
Florence
here.
first.
Florence,
Yeah.
will do.
And go down the little alleyways. You'll run into stuff that you.
Well, see, in these, that's what I didn't have queued up is the cathedrals, man. Oh,
Look
just
at all the craftsmanship. Just
all that
surrounding
detail,
that.
folks. This is why I made a point to make fun of the modern art because it is nothing even close to what humans can really do.
Something else that's interesting when they were building these great cathedrals and things back then is that when they've gone back and have done restorations and everything and gone into the inner the woodworking and all the wood that we don't see that acts as the structure they build all this around, the intricate carvings that are in the wood that we never see, that you can't see. No, they would ask the artisans back then, the people that were constructing these, and they say, nobody's going to see that bird. And they go, yeah, but God will.
Well, that's what I was about to
that's
say. That's
awesome.
what these cats were about, really, is
Yeah.
the glory of God. You know,
Something
do the-
bigger than themselves.
The very best that you can do, the very best that you've been given to do this with, do it. Do it.
Because you're doing it unto the Lord.
Unto the Lord. Yeah, exactly.
So the inspiration, that's the difference between
Inspired
today.
by godliness.
Well,
yeah.
that's what we were talking about on our show today is that, the Western culture, America, we're a Christian nation. And people go, what's that? That's what creates this stuff.
Well,
at the end of the day, that's what
do you
creates
think
this.
that the Renaissance guys, who actually went back and studied what happened in Greece, and then brought their different poses and lifelike stuff back to life, but what would those guys say about the modern art that we see? You don't see any of that back then.
Oh, I tell you what they would think of it. They would
They
think
would,
it's evil.
yeah.
They would think it's evil.
Well, I don't doubt that. But you don't see that anywhere. Splashes of paint.
No.
Except on the walls in Rome, there's graffiti everywhere.
Right.
But I'm talking about, you don't see that kind of
No.
attempt of representing God's world.
Yeah, I'll tell you where else you don't see it. You don't see it in the capital of the United States. You don't see it in the great structures.
You see violence, you see war.
Yeah.
You see war. yep.
You see,
But when we were established as a nation, when we were still a
but
Christian nation.
but it's not made out of popsicle sticks. And,
No.
and
Right, exactly.
So this one's called The Ecstasy of St. Teresa, Gian Lorenzo Bernini. She's pierced by divine love. Her body trembles between heaven and earth. Rome, Italy, 1647 through 1652. Cornerstones Chapel. Absolutely amazing here. This is pretty interesting.
Whoa, look at that. What the heck?
well,
That
that's-
one kind of has a modern feel to it a little bit. Narciso Jago, a modern face trapped in an ancient myth. He looks into his reflection and
well, his
loses
hair's longer,
everything. Contemporary work by the Italian sculptor Jago, a modern revival of Renaissance realism. That's actually pretty interesting because it almost looks like a reflection.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Okay, this one here,
David and Goliath.
Perseus with the head of Medusa. Perseus stands cold. Medusa's face twists
Oh yeah, look at this snake.
in her lap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. This is Florence, Italy. Okay, yeah, noted. Cast in bronze in 1545
Look at that base.
through 1554.
Yeah, just
Let's blow
the
this.
base is unbelievable. The base. Nobody looks at the base, and the base is incredible.
Yeah, there's 4 bronzes on there.
Yeah.
God, that's awesome. That is just so damn cool. Man, just
I stood right
absolutely.
there.
You been at that one too? You seen these?
Yeah, right out there in the piazza, looking back into it. There's a video of me and Marty, and that's in the video.
When did you go and see that one?
I don't remember. It's many moons ago.
Pretty awesome.
I got to ask one
10
question.
years, about 10 years ago.
Did you have pizza on the piazza?
No,
It always comes back to food, Craig. I'm just going
but
to...
we had pizza and pizza.
Whoa. Was it a leaning tower?
In the Leaning Tower of
Yeah.
Pisa?
Wow.
That's actually where pizza came from.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
Thus the name.
Worst I've ever had.
It was bad, right?
Yeah.
Folks, please forgive me again for the pronunciation. This is the abduction of Proserpina, Gian Lorenzo Bernini. That's
Proserpina.
Proserpina. Fingers grip flesh, skin yields, terror lives in her eyes. Bernini was 23. No one since has made marble move like this. This is Rome, Italy, completed in 1622. Let's take a look, guys.
So that's black. This is the next one.
That's the next one.
Oh,
here.
this one. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen
Gee
that.
whiz. He
Wow.
was 23. He was 23.
Look at the. Okay,
Wow.
that's
That's crazy.
what.
I can't comprehend how you even begin.
Look at that.
How you start. I don't understand. I don't even understand how you begin the process.
Well, he does the end of the fingers and then he reaches in.
Carves it out,
Well,
smooths
it's easy.
it out.
It's easy for you to say, Craig, but I mean, my God,
Yeah, you extremist artist.
God,
Like, look at where they're
I mean,
at. Where? I gotta go, man. I gotta go there.
Yeah, you do.
I gotta go. Can you even go now? How's Italy doing on the third world status?
Well,
I don't know. It was
My
great
kids
when
just
we were
got
there.
back last year, and they just were very disappointed with how bad it had fallen.
That's awful, man.
They just
Just
were
what a
really,
shame.
They said it's turned
Like,
into
this.
a big
This has got to
ghetto.
be preserved to no end.
Well, the Muslims are
Not digging it.
no, they're going to destroy it as soon as they can.
God, that is incredible. I can't stop looking at that, man.
It's just amazing. It's
And I know in person, that's what people have told me. I don't know, Craig, if that's something you could relate. How it's like it does look like at any second they'll just start moving.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just, it's like okay, here's the next one here, and Pieta. This is in Italy, completed in 1579. Mary doesn't just mourn, she pleads. This Pieta isn't distant. It's unbearably human. You can almost hear the silence between her breaths. Just all of, just how? I can't.
well, first of all, just picking the stone itself.
There
How
you
do you
go.
pick the
Yeah.
right stone?
Yeah.
How do you look at the stone and see the imperfections and the faults and go, okay, well, we can work around
yeah,
this.
like
and
you
we can
can't.
work
I
around-
can't work with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how you begin. I can't wrap my. Where do they learn that? I have no. I can't even imagine.
You know, all the composition is just amazing in these. All of them.
That's just breathtaking.
And how many do they start and screw up and they go, damn it, get rid of this one, let's start again. I mean,
Michelangelo he knocked the arm off of one. You know,
Out of frustration?
Yeah,
Yeah.
really?
hit it with his hammer.
And he got frustrated with it.
Travis gets like that in the studio late at night. If he
not
can't
creating
get
works of art, man.
if he can't get the sound right, he
Oh,
starts
man,
throwing things.
There's
and,
going to be stuff
yeah.
that just drives me nuts, man. I mean, there's all kinds like this, man. Just absolutely,
Unbelievable.
just incredible.
What she's laying on is marble too.
yeah.
That's a
yeah.
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. This was finished in 1808. It was the first time since ancient Rome when mortals were portrayed in the guise of deities. Now the sculpture sits in Galleria Borghese, Rome. Absolutely incredible. Just absolutely incredible. Well, this has been
Right next to the great Muslim sculptors of the time. that created great Muslim sculptures. You know who
Are
those
you being,
all are.
Are you being a hater potato?
Craig, you right? The great Muslim sculptors, Craig, of the time that, right? They're,
But I haven't studied real hard. So.
okay.
Now look at this one, folks. This is another one.
Man, Craig, I'm glad you came today, man. We're
Yeah,
having
no,
fun.
this has been awesome, Craig.
This is fun, man. This is good stuff.
No, appreciate everybody tuning in. So I hope this has been an entertaining broadcast for you. But
This
really,
has been a very different
big
show.
example of this is really showing the. And I do want to get more familiar with this history, with the art. Have a deep respect for what Craig has done. We've donated, or he's donated with my dad, pieces to Gonzalez. So he is etched in stone, pun intended, as far as history is concerned. And part of the reason for me going through the joke on the modern art, because it's really not a joke at the same time. You do have to be able to laugh at it. But the fact that what people portray
There you go,
as something beautiful, because the culture now is wrapped around worshiping death, worshiping ugliness, and in spite of God and our Lord. And you can see it. I think it's pretty obvious there. And again, even though we were joking, there is some seriousness to this, because we are so far removed from the greatness of humanity that we once were. And it doesn't mean it's gone forever. There's people like Craig that are still out there that need to be appreciated. They need to be exemplified in our culture. So whether we're talking about music, maybe eventually we'll get some music guests in here we feel the same way about. But I think it's a serious subject, talking about the art, because you look at the buildings and everything around us. It's meant to make you feel like you are in hell. You are in a prison system. And those cathedrals and all the beauty that surrounded people back then, it's rare to find, and know that it is under attack too. It is slated for destruction down the road. We just can't let it happen. So, Craig, I want to thank you so much for being here in studio. It means the world to me. I know you're close to my pop. So that's Campobellabronze.com, Campobellabronze.com. Craig, how do people get a hold of you? They just go to your website.
Nap of the neck works.
Nap of the neck.
There you go. By God, you heard it first here on the Defiance Daily
Can
Show.
I plug your number here on your website?
Phone number?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, you need it now or what?
No, I got you.
it?
So
Okay.
that's if you want to reach out to Craig, if you have any interest in getting some works of art done. My dad has done a number of pieces with him. That's 936-203-0728. Again, that's 936-203-0728. Support your local artists. Support the good ones. It is important. And it's as you could see, just even in the Jesus sculpt, that might be, we got to go see that one.
No,
But-
it's on my list. I'm going.
The importance of this can't be understated. So, Craig, thanks a lot for coming in, man.
Thank y'all. Appreciate what you
You
do.
want to look at the camera, give them a sayonara, and tell them God bless.
Sayonara. God bless you.
All right.
Thank you so much, Craig.
Thanks, everybody.
This has been great. Thank you.
Can I do the...
I don't know. Can you do it? Oh,
Oh,
round of
wow.
applause. Craig, you got.
They've been quiet all.
They've been so quiet all this time. All of a sudden, they got stirred up a little bit.
Y'all be good out there.
Take
Fade to
care.
black.